the Superfly versus the Fly. Let's go over it. What are my thoughts after hunting with both? If you're on the fence, I think this video is going to help you make the best purchase option available. Boom. Okay. So XOP, obviously, these are the new stands for 2025. A lot of positive aspects of them. This is the little brother. This is the, I don't know, I'm not going to call him the big brother because he's not big, but he's solid. And I think these serve a little bit of two different purposes, and a couple guys are going to gravitate towards one stand over the other. Let's get into it. The difference really between the two, the Fly has 2 inches more out the front, also 2 inches more side to side. So I really noticed the hunting aspect when I am standing in a tree, kind of hunting normal style, if you will, as a bow hunter, getting shots out the front, it's kind of navigating to said shot. There is just a lot more landing zone out there, if you will. There is 0.5 pounds difference in weight. The Superfly, this setup right here, you can see I've got less of a carry system even on this. This is lean and mean. This is for scouting. Small bag goes on this thing. It is a totally different rig for myself. I will only hybrid hunt out of this stand. The regular Fly, obviously, I will start to do a little bit of both. So 0.5 pound difference. To me, that's not enough of a true, oh, is one better than the other weight aspect wise. Size wise, really start to notice it. The additional cuts here for saddle hunting, what I'll call ears of the stand, make a bit of a difference if you are going to truly saddle hunt or hybrid hunt out of this. That being said, the seat is the same. Seat post, I don't even check that because that's not like a factor for me. Something else I do want to talk about is hunting wise. So morning hunts, if you're somebody that sits in the dark for an hour, I'm going to lean a little bit towards the Fly. With the retrograde, I remember I took a regular tree stand harness, so I didn't have the ability to lean away from the tree, and I was sitting in the retrograde for an hour in the dark. And obviously those are the old stands, but it's much smaller. And that's where I'm like, I don't want to sit in the dark in a smaller platform. I kind of like just a little bit more room. That makes sitting in the dark a little more manageable. Now, if you're going to fully rig up saddle-wise, not much of a difference there. Another thing, I will say this about the Superfly. This thing hangs so good in a tree. When you go to hang it, it's not so much, again, the weight difference between these two stands. You know, they're only a 0.5 pound, but dude, navigating this into position, holding it, because think about when you hold a dumbbell close to your body, it's so much easier versus you extend it far away. Because this thing is like all the weight is compact, all of it is close. Getting this thing on the tree is the easiest tree stand I've ever worked with to get on said tree. So, saddle hunters looking to add a stand to the arsenal, dude, I think this is a home run. I think this is better than the 0.5 by Lone Wolf Custom Gear at a better price point, and I think you're going to be very, very happy with that. Now, the regular Fly, if you are going to try and tree stand hunt in any manner, I am going to point you straight at the Fly. Because I think if you bought the Superfly, you'd always wish you ever bought the Fly. And if you're over here and you bought the Fly and you started tree stand hunting with it, you're kind of doing back and forth between some hybrid hunting, saddle hunting, and regular tree stand hunting, you're never, I feel like, going to wish you would have bought the smaller stand. I think you are going to be so tickled to death with the Fly. So if you guys are on the fence, hybrid hunting, boom, I'd go the Fly. It just gives you that much more room. Longer sits, you're going to be happier. If you're tree stand hunting, is no doubt the Fly. The place where the Superfly is if you are strictly saddle hunting, hybrid hunting, short gun drives, you're coming from the saddle community, that's where this one is. And I will say this about the ears on the stand and the profile. You know, people talk about carrying tree stands through the woods. These, to me, there's not much of a difference ducking under things, getting this thing in and out the woods. To me, these are the same size. Like this XOP Fly on my back, it's not too much wider than me I can duck under things. It's doing everything I need it to. So that's kind of my concluding thoughts here. If I had to give a percentage on my deer hunts, I take the Fly closer to 80, maybe even 85% of my deer hunts. This is my scouting rig. If I do some sitting for gun season where I just put this thing 3 foot off the ground and climb into it so I get a little elevated with like a saddle, that's what I use this thing for. So I hope this video helps you. If you have any comments, keep them coming. As far as X2s are concerned, I'll give more of a hunting aspect update on those, like more of a, hey, long-term review. These I've hunted with for over a year. I got the Fly a whole year early. Also, thank you Patreon members. I appreciate you guys. We had a great podcast this week. And Deer Hunter Gear, the camo company I've paired up with Kevin with, we should launch next week. Guys, I appreciate you guys watching. Team Harder and Bucks, we are out.